Welcome to my purple couch, where power sits, truth speaks, and nothing is off limits. I'm your host, Dr. Nabila Fash. Today we'll be switching things up. No guests, no interview, just me answering some of your many questions. From career questions to heartbreaks, tough business lessons, to protecting my peace, opening up about the journey behind the image, the voice behind the brand, and the woman behind it all. So get comfortable. This is so personal. Let's start with the questions. Was one career move you made that changed everything? Good question. It was walking away from comfort and being an entrepreneur. I think that was tough, because if you know how life is, living a steady job, steady salary to uncertainty is a bit difficult, because you never can tell if your new business will succeed or fail. But I was determined, to give it a shot and to bet on myself, and I'm glad I did. So I think betting on myself taught me that I can live my life loudly without apology. I think I answered your question. So question number 2, how do you deal with being underestimated in male-dominant spaces? Let me just say that my result speaks for itself. So I don't have to do anything. I think I do better than the men in my field. So when you see the results, then there's nothing to say anymore. Like, I walk into the room and I own the whole room. So yeah, the rest, that's not my business. That was a good question, actually. The other question says, can a woman be powerful and still in love? Absolutely. Love and power are not opposites. I think they kind of complement each other. There's a balance there. I can lead a room and still melt in the hands of someone who has me right. Yes, so there's a balance between, being soft and powerful, right? Yeah. Another question says, would you date someone who feels intimidated by your success? No, ma, no, sir, whoever sent that question in. I want a partner, not a project. If my life makes you shrink and not shine, oga, waka. I hope I answered you right. This question says, what's the toughest part of running your own business? I think it will be the silence. The decisions you make when no one is clapping. Those tough decisions. Let's not even hide it. Success is really loud, but building it is done quietly. You are in a room where no one sees you. You're making those decisions. No one is helping you while you're making all those decisions. So those decisions are made in a quiet room. So I think the silence is the toughest part of running my own business. Yeah. How do you navigate burnout as a high-performing woman? I learned to rest before I'm forced to, because I've had series of burnout when I've refused to stop or pause, and my body has kind of said to me, like, you know what, I'm not doing anymore. So you don't want your body to tell you to stop. So I learned that I have to rest. Sometimes just that little nap of 20-30 minutes could just be what you need. You can't just keep going. It's like a car. You don't put a fuel in a car, you're just driving it, and it's showing you reserve. When that light is blinking and you refuse to top up your gas, what happens? The car will just stop. So yeah, you will learn. So for me, I build luxury into my recovery. That's not any kind of reward for me anymore. It's survivor. So building luxury in my recovery, it's not a reward, it's survivor. Okay, I hope that answered your question. Have you ever felt like giving up? What pulled you back? Oh, of course. So many times, so many times. There are days you ask yourself, is this worth it? Why am I doing this? What am I doing it for? But those are the valid questions, right? So my vision keeps me going. When I think of why I started, who I'm doing it for, believe me, it will just be a moment and you dust yourself and you move on. So yes. So if you're feeling like I want to give up, it's not because you're losing it. It's just part of life. So yeah, let's go to the next one. How do you protect your peace? Lately, my peace has been something I've not been joking with. Like, I protect my peace with all that I have. The whole of me, I use it to protect my peace. I don't explain myself to any energy that doesn't feel right anymore. If your energy feels off, darling, you gotta leave. You need to go. Like, I don't explain myself anymore. I don't do too much. My peace is my priority right now. Is what gives me the hype. Is what keeps me going. So anyone that wants to steal that peace from me is as good as dead to me. My peace is expensive and I don't give discounts. What's one boundary you will never compromise on again? I think there's a lot I will want to say here, but let's keep it classy, right? Because I don't want to go off track. Yeah. But my peace, again, is what I don't compromise on. I no longer shrink. I no longer explain or perform for access. My energy is premium. Like, I'm unavailable for chaos. So please, 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 I don't compromise on my peace. Yeah. There's so many things I want to say, shall, but let's leave it at that. Next question. Do you believe a woman can have it all at once? Of course. Yes, I think a woman can have it all. But how do society defines all? Because society, the all that the society defines is not the all I define. I believe a woman can have a good life, you can have love, you can have legacy, you can have success, you can have softness, all at the same time. I think they do align with one another. But what society will be like, oh, you cannot have it all. You can have it all. You can be happy, you can be successful, you can be soft, you can live your life unapologetically. So why can't you have it all? So please don't conform to what society says about you can't have it all. What's this question? What's your softest trait and your sharpest edge? Who asked the kind of question? Softest. I think my kindness, will be my softest trait. I am extremely kind. Like, I pour, I nurture, and I hold space for people. Yeah, like, at some point, it became a problem because I put people first before me. I don't do that anymore. I'm sorry. I put me first now. I matter the most. Every other thing after me, yeah. But I'm really kind. Like, I'm very kind. Yes. I pour. I'll say that again. I pour, I nurture, and I hold space for people. My sharpest edge. That's why I say to people, and I'm an extremist, right? So there is no in between with me. So If I'm very kind, you can understand the opposite of that would be I'm also very mean. So no, I'm not mean. So my sharpest edge right now is my detachment game. Whoa, I will walk away and never look back, especially if I sense any kind of shadiness. Man, I'm gone. And that's it. Like, you can't even have me back. Once I leave, I don't go back. So I'm soft, but I'm not stupid. So don't take my kindness for granted. If you have it, embrace it, cherish it, nurture it, because once it's gone, you can't have it back again. Yeah, I'm soft, not stupid. Okay. Who are you when no one is watching? When no one is watching, who am I? I talk to myself a lot when I'm alone. I'm strategizing. I'm thinking of my next project. I'm an overthinker, I'm thinking so much. People are like, do you listen to music? I hardly listen to music. Maybe gospel music. Yeah, I do. I think when no one is watching, what people might not know is I'm a prayer warrior. So I pray a lot. When no one is there, if I'm just praying, I'm praying because the world is wicked, right? So you have to keep praying. And again, I love my quietness. So I love it when everything is quiet. I don't even want no phone call. I don't want to talk to anyone. That stillness, that's the real me. So when people say you're so quiet, yes, I love it when it's quiet. That's the real me. Okay, what's one thing people misunderstand about you? It will be that, and this is funny because I don't think I am. Yeah, but people think I'm really intimidating. Yeah, but I am not intimidating. I am just a very blunt person. I'm clear about what I want, what I do not want, what I cannot tolerate. I have zero tolerance for bullshit. I just can't take it. So, and sometimes, society, they feel when you're clear about what you want and what you don't want, then you are something, people don't understand clarity. So for me, it's all about clarity, because if you do something to me, I'm upfront, I'm confrontational. I don't hold grudges. So you do something, you don't expect me to smile at your face when I'm upset with you. Like, I tell you immediately, this ain't cool. Like, I don't like what you've just done. Like, it's up to you if you want to move on from there, or you want to be like, why did she speak to me that way? And I'm glad I have people around me that understand my kind of person. So I think that's the only misconception about me, because people think I'm kind of intimidating or too blunt sometimes. Like, you can't. I say to my people, you need to just be clear. I don't like people that try to manipulate or gaslight. It icks me. So let's be clear. Like, say what you want to say it 100%. Like, and I don't like people that sugarcoat. Oh no, that pisses me off. Like, don't sugarcoat, and don't farms me. I don't like farmsing too, because I just feel you're being two-faced. Like, just be the real you. You can't laugh in my face and now be somebody else behind my back. So yeah, so just be clear. So those are the misconceptions about me. I think, I hope I've cleared that, so that next time when you see me, you can come say hello and know that I'm not intimidating. There's a question someone asked me, but I'm not seeing it here. The person said, what advice would you give to someone that wants to go into sports PR but do not have any connection in sport or with footballers or sport stakeholders? What I would say is, if you want to go into sports PR or sports management, you do not even really have to know people in the space before going into it. I always say to people, the first thing you need is to be passionate about what you're doing. So do you really like sports before you want to become a sports PR person or a sport manager, or you want to go into sports management? Do you really like sports? Because that would be like my first question to you before I can advise you. So you must really like sports, because when you like sports, you're going to work harder to make a name in the industry. And at some point, you will not need to know people, because people will know you based off your good work, right? So not knowing stakeholders and not knowing footballers or athletes before going into the ecosystem is not a problem. The problem majority people have is, are you in the right field? Are you okay, what is also your intent? What is your motive for coming into the industry? Because some people will say, oh, it's because there's a lot of money in the industry. So bro, let me just say this to you. If you're coming into the industry because of money, you've already failed before arrival. So you must love sports. You must be ready to give it all. Do you have integrity? Are you loyal? Are you confident? Are you able to put in the work? Because this work, a lot of consistency, dedication, hard work goes into it. Like, you see the glam, right? And you're interested, but can you deal with the ugly part of the job? Can you deal with the war in the job? Yeah, it's like a war behind the scenes. So can you deal with that? So if that is what you really want to do, and you are interested in it, you love it, you're passionate about it, you will be successful. Those stakeholders will know you, because they will know you for your good job. And with time, you will build your network. You can't say, oh, because I don't know anybody, then you love something, you're not going into it. Bro, give it a shot. Like, if this is what you want, and don't think of money first, because believe me, in the beginning, people like us worked for free. So are you ready to make those sacrifices? If you are, then all the best, and I'm here to mentor you when you get into the industry. So I guess I've answered all your questions. Yeah, I think that's all for today. So if you want me to answer more questions, just comment below with your question, and who knows, I might make another video to answer those questions. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, you need to subscribe, like, share, and continue winning. Mwah.